Today about stocks. This is a bull. A bull and Tesla. I picked stocks with my dad. I'm stocking it. I picked stocks. I'm Daniels, Copper, Disney. And all you thanks for watching. Hit the like button. Subscribe. Take care.
Hey Mason, what are you doing in my video? Are you talking to the YouTube about stocks? You giving them pointers? And stock picks? Alright, see you later. So I've gotten a lot of questions from something I talked about on one of my previous videos, and that was my son's Mason. He's 2 years old, and a lot of you asked how I set up his brokerage account for himself that he's able to buy stocks through. So since I got so many questions on that one topic, I thought what better way than to make a video explaining how I opened up his brokerage account, how it works for him, and how he can purchase stocks even though he's only 2 years old. I'm also going to be going over my son's brokerage account at the end of this video to show you guys just which stocks he owns in his portfolio. So here is the main answer to all y'all's questions, and the way I do this, the way I'm able to purchase stocks, or my son's able to purchase stocks in his brokerage account, is through what's called a custodial brokerage account. So how this works is this is your regular brokerage account. My name is on it, and also my son's name is on it. Now, when my son turns 18 or 21, depending on the state you live in, for the state of Missouri, it's whenever he turns 21, he has full access to this account. It's fully his, it gets turned over to him, and he is in charge of what he does with this account. Now, what's the reasoning for setting up your child with a custodial brokerage account? Well, one way is I'm taking this as a teaching lesson for my son on how he can buy stocks, how to analyze companies. It's going to be kind of a father-son bonding type deal where I get to teach him how he can purchase stocks for his future. But not only that, this is also a teaching lesson and for him to understand just how compound interest works. He's going to be seeing over the years how much money he keeps earning on these stocks, and as he keeps purchasing more companies and more stocks, that's more money he's going to earn in the long run through dividends and also appreciation in the companies. This custodial account could honestly be life-changing for your son or daughter's future. My son could take this account over and he can do a couple things with it. Well, honestly, he could blow it on whatever he wants, but let's hope that doesn't happen. So this account could help your child out in so many different ways. This could be to help them fund their down payment on their first house. This could fund the down payment on their first real estate investment. Or this could be an account that they just keep investing inside until they're retired at 50, 60, 65 years old. And I can't even fathom how much money would be in this account from starting at 2 years old and investing continuously every single month or every single time they can until they are 60 years old. That would be millions of dollars with the amount of compound interest that would happen over the lifetime of the account. My son could possibly retire early because of this one account he has opened and started investing in at 2 years old. That is mind-boggling. He could literally live off the dividends inside this account, possibly when he's 50, 55 years old, depending on how much he puts into it as he is becoming an adult and keeps investing into it over his lifetime. Okay, so let's get into the fun part and let's take a look at my son's actual custodial brokerage account. Let's see what stocks he owns and how he's doing. So the first stock on the list is the first stock my son actually ever purchased, or that I purchased for him. And I believe we got it for him either on Christmas or his second birthday. I'm pretty sure it was his second birthday. But the first stock he ever got was Caterpillar, and we bought him one share in Caterpillar. The reason for this was because, one, he absolutely loves heavy equipment. He is obsessed with heavy equipment, and I work with a lot of Caterpillar equipment at my day job. I like the company. The company is a dividend-paying company, and also it's all these companies I buy. Here's another thing. All the companies I buy for my son in his brokerage account are all companies that I know are good, solid companies, but it also ties into my son's lifestyle, personality, the companies he likes, and to what he enjoys. And that's kind of what leads me to buy the stocks that I do purchase for him right now, because he's too young to pick the stocks that he thinks are good companies. So he's actually down in his position in Caterpillar. They've gone on a little bit of a downturn recently, and he's down $4.22. So maybe whenever we purchase his next stock, we may average down a little bit in Caterpillar, but who knows? We'll see. The next stock in my son's portfolio is where my son enjoys to eat literally the most, and that is McDonald's. I feel like that's probably every 2-year-old's favorite place to eat. And he is up just almost $11 in his McDonald's position. And then his last and final stock that he owns in his portfolio is Disney. A great purchase. I think he got in at $113 or something like that. And his total gain in Disney is almost $19. So this is just a start. This is where he's getting going. He owns 3 stocks. The dividends are automatically being reinvested inside his portfolio, so he doesn't have to worry about that either. And again, like I mentioned in the video, if he keeps investing in this over his lifetime, I can't even imagine where he will be financially just from this one account alone. Now, another thing I do want to note is we do have a 529 set up for my son. We have around $6,000 invested inside that account for my son's future college plans. Now, those funds are actually all invested in index funds. I have 90 or 95% invested in the total stock market, VTSAX, and then I have the next 5% inside bonds. And as he gets older, I will kind of transition more into bonds just because it's more of a short-term account. Whenever he turns 18, that account's going to be used for college. So a lot of that will probably be invested in bonds because I'm not looking to grow that account whenever he's actually going to college. That account will be solely used to pay for his college or whatever it can afford. So that's it for the video, guys. That is a quick look into a 2-year-old's dividend investing portfolio. Hope you all enjoyed it. Until the next video, you guys take care.